What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Might, actively escaping the Matrix, scoping out the crypto ocean. So if you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Crypto Crew, today's vid will include Kaspa Maxi Christian Ludwig's vision for Caspa and where Caspa will be by 2030. We'll explore Caspa's rapid ecosystem growth, the impact of smart contracts, and how projects like KNS and Caspa.com are driving real-world adoption. Stay tuned, Crypto Crew.
What if moving millions felt as simple and as safe as letting your Tesla drive you home? This isn't crypto for crypto people. This is money for everyone.
Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Crypto Crew, protect your crypto investments through self-custody. In our opinion, the best option for you is the Tangent Wallet. Easy to use, plug and play, and the most affordable cold storage out there. You can get 10% off using code Crypto Crew, link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
Romans paid soldiers with salt. Ripple served banks, not people. Both institutional control disguised as currency. Think Caspa.
Crypto Crew, Caspa isn't just another crypto project, it's a movement which prides itself on people continuous study of the crypto ocean, not just Caspa as a project, and true value. And Christian Ludwig, who is a leading voice in the Caspa community, offers some great insights throughout this interview with Ankit of the XXIM podcast. Shout out to the both of them.
So from mining, you got into investing, right? So now you've invested in Caspa.com, you've invested in KNS, I believe, and perhaps more, investments that are coming. What made you go from being a miner to, getting into the building side?
The real short answer is my ADHD.
Okay.
I don't just like the whole, that's why Bitcoin is boring to me. I don't just like to hold stuff. I like to play. I like to use the asset. And that's what's so special about Caspa. And I did a tweet the other day that was stay humble, use Caspa. And it was kind of a poking the bear, how people are like stack sats or be humble, stack sats.
Be
it's
humble.
Because Caspa is meant to be used. It's lightweight. It's like digital silver. It's meant to be used because it's easy to use, it's cheap to use. It's got the necessary components for inscription-based DeFi like Caspa.com and KNS has, and also future smart contract type of stuff, which we're currently testing at Caspa.com on Casplex. So that's what's special about Caspa is it's meant to be used, and it's a very fun playground. It's very fun to experiment with all it has to offer. It's so incredible to see, specifically with KNS and with Caspa.com, the amount of users and inscriptions just continues to climb, which is an incredibly healthy signal. And we're not even into smart contracts yet. And I'm testing Caspa.com's lending platform right now. This is top tier. Swapping's awesome, but I think specifically lending on Caspa is going to bring a lot of users, specifically Bitcoin users. There's a lot of people who are looking forward to unlocking the collateral of their Bitcoin on Caspa because they trust Caspa enough because it's a decentralized proof of work Satoshi system. Yeah. It's just going to have smart contracts, and all they need to do is wrap their Bitcoin, put it as collateral on a lending protocol like Caspa.com, and then they can take USDC and go to Coinbase and take out money to live with. And it's all truly decentralized on a Satoshi system. So that's what's so special. To me, that's what I'm most looking forward to, is unlocking use cases like that can kind of change the game in a way that no other chain is able to do.
I've got a session actually coming up with Sione, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the guys have built, specifically on the borrowing and lending.
He's an incredible entrepreneur, man. He never rests on his laurels. He's extremely emotionally intelligent. He's good with all of his people. I'm a visionary. Right. I like to look forward at the things that are next, but I'm the one who has to pump the brakes on his thinking a little bit because he's an incredible visionary. And I was never the one in any partnership who had to slow down people's dreaming a little bit. But sometimes I find myself trying to steel man or play devil's advocate with some of the crazy visions he has. But
right.
That's what you need out of a founder CEO.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you need from the entrepreneur to really push hard.
The KNS guys, these guys they're no fluff, all business. They just execute. When I invested in KNS, I was like, okay, if we can get 10,000 inscriptions, that's awesome. And we're at 30,000 inscriptions like 6 months into it. That's like on par with like how Solana did initially, how Ethereum did initially. And that's just, people don't realize that's such a good sign for Caspa as a whole.
Yeah, 100%.
It's an interesting metric, like how many people want to own their own domain on the network, because it's an investment above and beyond what asset you're holding. And you might be buying that domain and never sell it to get more Caspa back than you initially invested. So it's a good metric of like how bought in are people to the network, and to see the number of inscriptions rival that as early Ethereum, early Solana, and better than any other chain outside of that is an extremely, extremely like promising metric, a promising KPI, a social consensus, a metric to measure social buy-in.
From the community, exactly. I wouldn't compare against Ethereum. I think ENS, because they did much better. Yeah. But they also had like smart contracts from the beginning of ENS versus inscriptions. Yeah, I think it was just very hyped at that time. It was the peak of Ethereum also, and people were happy to pay.
It was also a peak bull market.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, KNS came out in altcoin bear market.
Yeah, and it was everyone knew about ENS back then. Even at one stage, I had on my Twitter .eth. So I think it just shows how we all get swayed when the hype is there. So outside of those two investments, are you looking at anything else that's on the pipeline?
Yeah, definitely looking at some things that I'm keeping under wraps right now.
Right. Okay. You're not ready to disclose those things?
No, not at this moment.
Not at this stage. Cool. So I have a very exciting question that I wanted to ask. By 2030, where do you see Kaspa?
I do see Kaspa assuming a large portion of stablecoin usage on the network. And there's no way by 2030 it's not a top 5 crypto asset. But my vision goes towards how can Kaspa make the world a better place. And what I truly see happening is Kaspa breaching outside of the crypto bubble and actually affecting the world in a positive manner through the use case of peer-to-peer electronic cash. Like the original vision of crypto, like Satoshi's original title of the white paper. This is the first technology that can actually beat Bitcoin to the implementation of that vision. And we're slowly seeing that play out. We're seeing a lot of merchants accepting Kaspa. We're seeing like a lot more, increasingly every single month, a lot more merchants accepting Kaspa in the real world. And that's because it works instantly. The user experience is as simple as the layer is, like we talked about. And Main Street, which is, mom and pop businesses, as long as someone has Kaspa and is willing to use it, which that number will increase dramatically over time. That's the part that takes time. The incentive for businesses to accept it's already there because they skip out on a 2 to 4% credit card fee when their bottom line is on average 5 or 6%. So if all their customers use Kaspa, they would double their take home, their net profit. So the incentive is already there. The technology is already there. It's just getting Kaspa in the hands of people to use as money is the only remaining part that just takes time due to network effects. But by 2030, I think we're going to see a heavy amount of Kaspa adoption, lifting small businesses and empowering people in underdeveloped countries to have their own economies using a hard money that doesn't price them out from their socioeconomic status. This is going to be the first implementation and the first rodeo where we actually get to see that happen and affect the world in a positive manner.
And where do you expect the price to be at that time?
Price predictions are difficult. I do, at the peak of this bull market, see that $2 to $5 price I've always talked about. But I think the correct way to look at it is to look at it, where does Kaspa belong in the rankings? If you truly understand the tech and its Lindy effects and its use case, you know that Kaspa is a top 3 asset. Honestly, in my opinion, it's the best tech stack in crypto. Conservatively, like Kaspa belongs in the top 10 and no less. And that's typically how these moves happen. Like, Solana last cycle, it quickly established itself to where it needed to reprice to. And Kaspa's, it's had that first leg of repricing from the fair launch. And I think in the final leg of this bull market, I think it's going to have its second repricing to where it outperforms most altcoins because it's catching up to more of a fair market value of where its tech stack and community is.
Crypto Crew, none of what you heard today or what you'll ever hear on this channel is financial advice. We always encourage you to do your own research when it comes to crypto matters, specifically before investing. Hopefully today's vid was of value to you. Hopefully you'll have a clearer picture of Caspa's potential long term. Now we love to read your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Caspa can reach top 3 by 2030? Again, shout out to Christian Ludwig for this interview. Shout out to Ankit and the XXIM podcast. You can watch the full episode in the link below. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace and let's make some crypto waves. Say I.